Boy, y'all on the YouTube end of things are fairly lucky right now, because I just had to hear, and I think because I clicked the wrong button, you just had to hear for a moment, that there is a current combination of the Secret Monkey of Island OST going on with the Elementalism title track, and they're two very different musical philosophies, and one of them involves very farty trombones. It's kind of been auditory hell for the last 5 minutes. I'm gonna only exaggerate slightly, but we are here with it, and we are going to be playing the rest of our other UZ Doom community night pick. We're gonna be starting off with Elementalism tonight. I have heard that this is long and has many things to find, organized kind of similar to Hexen. Would you say that's accurate, Grim?
No, I wouldn't say like one-to-one to Hexen, because Hexen is more like its entire ass hub, and like that's why like Hexen doesn't even bother to track like your kills and secrets and shit, because it's just like one giant long unbroken experience. Elementalism is still broken up into individual maps, so it's like it still works like Doom maps. So If anything, I think that's a good thing, because I think it's a lot more palatable than actual Hexen.
Yeah, probably. It gives you some nice stopping points. I just thought from how it was worded, like, because I have here just on, like, the map list, it says, like, map F1, the Ashen Steppe. Like, I thought that was, like, a hub or something, or maybe I just have it completely wrong.
It's if you boot it up from New Game instead of trying to look for like the starting map with like the console, you should be able to access it. It's basically they're all color coded, so there should be like a greenery map, a water map, and a fire map.
Okay, that'll be fine then. I think I was just planning on starting from New Game anyways. It looked like there was a little intro, but if you would actually recommend, do you recommend just going right to it? Do you know if Elementalism has a long intro that I shouldn't be bothering doing, or?
I don't think it does, because generally Doom stuff is very like quick and snappy. I don't usually say most people try to like linger too much on narrative shit, like it's Doom.
Yeah.
Like
I'll just get the feel for it, and then I'll make a break for the that kind of hub pack, whatever you're trying to talk about here, and then I'll probably understand what the organization is a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't take me a lot to figure it out when I had to go into it, so I don't think it should be too complicated. Although it is funny you brought up the whole Hexen thing, because that's actually one of the reasons why I couldn't include one of Kaiju's suggestions, was because it was essentially a giant Hexen Silent Hill map. Like, there's no way.
No, that's
like it was like no, this is a full ass game. This is not a map.
Yeah, exactly. That's too much for one community night submission. Have plenty of other stuff to get through too. Well, as we boot up the game, any thoughts about the today's meme of the day on the starting soon screen?
The toilets? I'm not sure.
He's checking.
I don't know. I'm nothing to comment on this. I don't know what to make of this.
Declining to comment on how the slightly elongated toilet is much better than the not slightly elongated toilet.
I guess it's not one of those things I really think about while I'm shitting.
Okay, with this will make for a good first topic. So let me switch over to things, and then I can get to ranting about it. All right, let me stop the music here for a second. All right, switch over here. Oh, hey, look, I'm actually not disappeared. How nice. OBS was not showing me that correctly before. Okay, Elementalism is capturing, and we can shove that behind the wheel B. Okay, perfect. We should be good to go. So, yeah, I have strong opinions about that with the fucking toilet. Like, it's so fucking irritating to sit down on a round toilet and not have enough room for your stuff down there. It's at least the way I sit on a toilet. I sit a little bit too far forward for that to not be an issue. Anyways, 7 great gods.
I would not say I generally have that issue. I try to lean back as much as possible usually.
I just know that there were many small round toilets I had to sit on when I was hopping through various apartments and sublets when I was in undergrad and grad school. That boy, made me wish I lived anywhere else.
Oh, you've shit in public restrooms?
I mean, I have, but that's different from what I was talking about. Oh, I wasn't done reading. Fuck, I was too busy talking about toilets. Something about entropy and the gods. Okay, it is very, very dark in OBS. Let me turn the gamma like way the fuck up for y'all. Amongst the million billion options that exist in UC Doom.
Play options?
Gamma correction. There we go.
Well, it is more YouTube friendly, even if it is blurry to shit.
Less friendly to my eyes, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's like the fucking issues I was having trying to get the 60 refresh rate.
Or contrast maybe a little bit. Ugh. This is something else that I'm definitely sensitive to when watching YouTube, because I've watched people play stuff where it's just like, oh, it's not that dark to them, but it's like, oh my god, it's impossible to see anything on YouTube. All right, Temple of the Elements. Return here with the return to hub option. Pistol start resets to health and inventory. Use
Yeah,
Elementalism's option to change this. All right, sounds good.
yeah. Which won't exactly matter because you are just going to be playing one map.
True. All right,
All right. I think
got
yeah, I believe it's that one. Although I think you have to
darkness.
activate something in the middle first, and then the hubs become accessible.
Indeed. I wonder if this big elemental wheel does anything. The Wand of the Elements. Ooh. Hey, Scorebar. Welcome. Yeah, they're all bright. Oh god. Oh god, it's the Half-Life thing all over again. The Cascade's coming, and then we're gonna have to fight the Combine and lose.
We've had Resonance Cascades, now we got Element Cascades.
Alright, I'm gonna fire the Ashen Step. Oh, okay, great. We're perfectly
Yeah.
Scorebar. When you use effects that turn gamma shite all the way up and watch the light rebounds off of me in disappointment. It's like that one image of like the guy flashbanging himself with the the lamp like blasting his eyes. Frame rate check looks okay. I mean, it looks a little bit rusty on my end, but it looks all right in OBS. At least it doesn't look any worse in OBS. Wow, this is quite the graphical upgrade from anything else Doom I've seen so far.
Well, yeah, this
It's like
came
slopes.
out. I think this came out like a couple years ago, so yeah, it's very modern compared to all the other shit you played.
Slopes, steps. Oh, I actually do have gun. Just didn't show that I had gun.
Yeah, because I forget if I mentioned this during the Pirate Doom run, but yeah, essentially the GZ Doom, UZ Doom framework is that like the whole thing about like people being like, oh yeah, Doom isn't actually real 3D or whatever. GZ and UZ is technically true 3D, so you can get away with a lot more shit. That's actually why a lot of people like to use this as an engine for building their own games off of.
Okay, I was gonna try to mess with the graphical settings to lower things, but then I remembered there's a whole Marianas Trench worth of options here, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I will say UZ Doom not very good for menus for the casual player.
Alright, well, if it looks a little stuttery, then that's not just you all on YouTube, that's me as well. Anyways, let's grab the Chaos Emerald. Powers the Elemental Wand, use them wisely. 100 ammo so far. Okay. What's this do? Well, that kills the guy.
Oh yeah, that's basically. I think the Elemental Wand is like you basically have a BFG that has like different proprietary ammo for it.
Gotcha. Pistol fires much faster. That's a welcome change. Just makes the beginning of each game a little bit quicker. Oh yeah, I have jump too. I have to remember I can jump. Rocket launcher. Okay. All right. Good start.
I already found 2 secrets. Already doing better than I did when I did my test run of this.
I haven't even been doing anything in particular. All I just did was not. All I just did was turn around when I spawned in. Oh god, that was stuttering as fuck. Alright. That was just like frame skipped. Alright, whatever. We carry on. It was not this bad when I was just testing things out, but I'm guessing that due to the whole you're streaming now dingus, it's much harder on the computer.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably a little bit fucky.
Oh, hey, there's a thing I should read here. Or hold on. Hey, I'm reading over here. You guys don't get a chance to revive from your fucking corpses. Stay down. There we go. Okay. The sprawling industrial complex of the fire god Nathrath was once a powerhouse of activity. Its relentless denizens combining engineering prowess with ceaseless religious fanaticism. Magma burst from the ground beneath their feet, as even the earth itself was stripped to feed the insatiable hunger of the infernal machines. Yeah, that sounds like a military-industrial complex, alright. Oil mines? Oil field back there on the lava. That's cool. That's a cool moving part. Got the big volcano in the background, too. Sweet.
Oh, hey, Chris is here. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris, welcome. I've always been of the classical 4 element aesthetics. I think that my 2 favorites probably have always been like fire and wind. water and earth kind of just get very, you know, tend to be very average, like, or true to life. And it's just like, oh, okay, well, that's a little bit boring. That's not engaging my fantasy senses. But, like, you know, fire always gets to, like, the volcanoes or hell or shit like that. And air tends to go with, like, some kind of variation of, like, cloud punk, cyberpunk, some kind of thing like that.
I think for me, I might be the same. Although I think it's only, it might also depend on the property where the elements are attached to, but like generally I always like to stick with fire. Like I am absolutely the person that the new Pokemon generation comes out, I will absolutely pick the fire starter regardless if it's the best option or not.
Mm-hmm.
Which usually ends up working out for me because when it comes to Pokemon games, it's usually like, well, you'll always have an easy, readily available access to grass and water Pokemon. Fire Pokemon, not so much. Especially if you're fucking Diamond and Pearl. My god.
Yeah, you're Diamond and Pearl. Here's a Ponyta. Have fun.
It's like you didn't pick Chimchar. Here's Ponyta. Enjoy. That's all you get.
Yeah. So bad that their fire type Elite Four had to use a Steelix.
Yeah, a Steelix with Sunny Day, nonetheless.
I mean, I think that made for kind of a more interesting Elite Four, just because it means that you had one of them kind of pseudo be a champion, right? Like with, you know, having a varied Pokemon team, but it kind of misses the mark and the challenge on that because, you know, his team sucks.
Yeah, because it's like, well, because it's also Game Freak design, so it's like, okay, we're gonna give him other non-fire Pokemon, but they're gonna have fire moves like Sunny Day, and some of them will be weak to fire moves. Therefore, the balance is still fucked.
Fans inside my PC are spinning like crazy. Yeah, Chris, you've noticed? I think they are going pretty hard, but also it's just UZ Doom being UZ Doom. Okay, hold on. It is bothering me enough. Maybe I can just really quickly find something in the display to, like, make a little bit easier on me. Sprites to do all this. Hardware renderer.
Is it Vulkan options? Usually, no, it's the renderer that'll sometimes do it. I don't know if any of that is on.
I think I have this off, so...
Okay, if that is alright.
Detective software. Just looking for, like, your typical DLSS or, you know, anything else. No, doesn't seem to really be here. Texture options? Turn filter down, probably. That'll help a little bit. Textures, sprites. Okay, fine. Explosion, all this other stuff. Style? No, that's all right. Nothing easy to go ahead and fix. So yeah, we're still stuck with this.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm gonna need a fucking tutorial video on just navigating UZ Doom's option menu.
An entire goddamn menu or manual to actually navigate it all. Ugh, God, it's like it's when I was first starting to play Doom and I didn't had those OneDrive issues that were causing everything to just shit out on me.
Although to get back to the whole element discussion thing, yeah, I definitely agree with the whole fire thing, but I think I also agree with wind. But I think generally my reasoning for finding wind to be the one I always grab next is usually means wind element usually means movement options.
That is also a nice kind of mechanical boost to choosing that kind of thing.
Oh, quick circuit stairs. I didn't miss much. Yay.
Hello. Your map is causing my computer to fucking shit itself. I think it's because it's not enjoying stream and intense 3D rendering at the same time. Which is actually crazy considering the things I have managed to run. Actually, wait, hold on. I just thought of one thing. I could minimize Firefox so YouTube's not on the other window. That almost was the new game button. Oh, hey, those are fake vials. They still hurt though.
Dawn's fire.
I have hey, Lost Soul, fuck off. I have rockets to shoot. Oh, and they're not very healthy. That's nice.
Yeah, it's still early enough in the map. I think this one at least tries to have like some semblance of like easing you in.
Probably just you, but it's essential to have Garchomp on your team when you're playing Gen 4. I think that, I mean, most people would agree that it's great, but I don't think it's essential. Not by
Yeah,
a
it's
long
like
shot.
yeah, Garchomp, absolutely fantastic Pokemon, overpowered even, but I wouldn't say it's essential.
It's terrible.
To finishing Gen 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think my starter Gen 4, or my first Gen 4 team was, I mean, when I was still, you know, I was still a kid, I was just slapping legendaries in there, but eventually my team by the end was, Empoleon, Metagross, Azelf, Dialga, and 2 others, Crobat, and Luxray. They all worked just fine throughout the game. And even nowadays, I, you know, play my games, and whenever I do go back to just playing vanilla Pokemon, I always try to, like, assemble a team of, like, you know, at least maybe 1 or 2 shitmons in there. Like, I went overboard once when I tried to replay Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and, like, I made a team that was just like, this does not work. I should probably save it. And it was like, I tried to shove, like, a Steelix, a Corsola, a Meganium, and, like, I don't know, a bunch of others that just were not, like, doing it well, and I had to quit out of that one. I could not make it through the Elite Four, which, again, no surprises there when you hear that team makeup, but, I don't know. Usually it's like, okay, I'll incorporate something that's, like, kind of mediocre, like, maybe if I do Gen 3, like, I enjoy putting Ninjask / Shedinja as, like, a 6th and 7th slot Pokemon.
He said it, boys. He did it. He said it.
He did it. He did say it. Yeah, I don't know. I like giving the worst mons a chance, and also just give myself an extra challenge too.
Yeah, which I think is fine considering that most of the Pokemon games are pretty easy on average. Although I don't know if I would necessarily go out of my way to use like Pokemon I would deem shitty. Like maybe there's like a couple that like, oh, I want to use some of the ones I enjoy, even though they're not necessarily good. Like if I was gonna replay Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I'd probably have a Furret on my team because it's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Furret is great too. I have fond memories of Furret just from playing Pokemon Coliseum, where it was legitimately pretty damn good. Right, well, we'll go through that.
Actually, funny bringing up the difficulty thing. Coliseum is one of the hardest games in the Pokemon out of any of the Pokemon releases.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially when you're limited to, you know, not the best selection of Pokemon.
Yeah, as a kid, I did not have the highest opinion of Coliseum back then. At least between the 2 Shadow Pokemon games, just because it was like, wow, it's like, yeah, they really kind of just...
Sorry, nothing. I thought there's gonna be something down here.
Like, yeah, I would honestly say that Coliseum is not a very child-friendly, at least in regards to, like, game balance Pokemon game. It is definitely a lot more expectant of you to, like, you know, understand a little bit more just going into it.
Yeah, you do.
I know that's, like, the appeal for some people, which, again, is fine. I don't necessarily think that makes it bad. It's just like, damn, I can't believe they fucking released this and was like, yeah, children will totally be fine playing this. But yeah, any of the issues I have with Coliseum in regards to game balance is a little bit too difficult, I think XD kind of remedies. And plus, XD also does the really cool thing, too, of giving you an Eevee as a starter, and you get to pick any of the 5, at that point, evolutions. So you have a lot of opportunity to mix and match what you want to have your playthrough be.
Yeah, it is kind of nice.
We all agree that Sunkern and Sunflora are garbage. I mean, yeah. They're not good.
They are not. They have very poorly balanced stats and a terrible move pool, and are also grass type.
Yeah, mono grass too. So it's like there's not a lot to work with there.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. Okay, so that's not like a cracked wall kind of thing. I'm just scouring for some secrets right now. I mean, I already have 4, so I think I've probably cleared out pretty much this area. Didn't actually have a Grumpig in your Emerald team, so if you play it again, you need to get one. Hey, Brainlet, welcome. Don't play Pokemon because you're a hater and Pokemon is for dorks, Daredevil Mask Hunted. Yeah, I mean, I don't really play Pokemon much either, but I sure did in my youth.
I mean, I'm a Pokemon hater now. When I say hater, I mean anything Gen 8 onward. Not usually to do with, like, the game, like, you know, game balance or Pokemon themselves. Maybe a couple of exceptions, but usually just because, like, okay, they just decided to go full mask off. We're just going to treat our customers like shit and release garbage.
Mm. Yeah, I just don't find the JRPGs entertaining anymore. So I just said, well, alright, I'm done. Had a good run, folks. Oh,
yeah,
also,
in fairness, I don't really enjoy it much either. Like, I think it's one of those things where it's like you played Pokemon back then because everyone you know was playing Pokemon and you wanted to, you know, belong.
oh god, there's an
and,
actual
like,
arch file. I was expecting that.
Like, you know, Pokemon, when it's like you have, like, a lot of people to, like, kind of talk to, bounce around with it. Like, back in the day growing up, like, it was fine. But, like, nowadays, now that I'm, like, you know, fucking 30, it's like I have no fucking desire to go back to really play any of the RPGs.
Yeah. Oh, also, because you weren't here to hear it, Big Serpent, but I did compliment that the aesthetics of this map have been very peak so far. So, good choice on... currently the winner on that aspect so far, though it does kind of feel like, you know... it kind of feels like when Homer Simpson fucking tried making the, you know, entered the nuclear... Or no, when Martin entered the nuclear plant contest versus Martin. And, like, you know... It's a real working reactor versus some fucking paper-mache bullshit.
Wait, were there two Martins? You said Martin versus Martin.
I said Homer first, and then I backtracked because I fucked up the analogy. Basically, I'm saying that it's cheating to say that this is the best-looking one, but it is the best-looking one. There's no denying that.
Yeah, I think in terms of, like, all the model stuff, but I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I still like Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens definitely looks good, but I mean, I do love the overall environment that this offers, and it is cheating, but it does have all the resources to make a really cool-looking environment. Also, I do appreciate the custom enemies. Just adding a little bit more to think about. It's like, oh, this is cool. It's kind of like you know, barrage type thing. Weave through it. A little bit of 2D bullet hell, if you will, but only generated by one enemy.
Yeah, they're like Aphrits, except not completely fucking busted in terms of how much shit they throw at you.
A bunch of imps. Just bring out the chain gun. Okay, a little disappointed the chain gun doesn't do, at least facially, doesn't have any upgrades, and the pistol has strong upgrades. It just kind of feels like, well, alright, what's the difference between... I mean, the chain gun's still better, but, you know. It just feels a little less it feels a little less whelming to get the chain gun. Okay. All good so far. Need a red skull. There's a blue orb. That's not a red skull. Yeah, it's a Chaos Emerald. I've collected 2 of them. I'm on my way to actually to fight Robotnik, apparently.
Game, the water temple is notably worse than the other 2 areas. I mean, I feel like that's just water temple syndrome for any video game.
Shit, I got 5 secrets already. On my way to actually getting them all.
Yeah, maybe I don't even need the wiki. Maybe you're just fucking based for this mod.
This is the one WOD where Crash can find secrets and doesn't miss out on the cool weapons by not going down the correct hallway. I do like the reused Archvile enemies quite a bit too, just for the fact that, like, they are very obviously meant to probably, like, just absolutely damage the shit out of you if you get hit by them, but, like, you know, they're very fragile too, so it kind of balances out.
Basically just like, what if Imp, but a little faster?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, Big Serpent. I have to agree. I very much, from the little I do remember playing this when I have to test it, I do like how it's designed. Like, the way it kind of, like, was able to, like, oh, you get further into the areas and it's able to wind back, so you have a much easier time, like, being able to revisit areas, and you're not having to go through the entire map again, it feels like. It is very intelligently designed, and I very much appreciate it for that.
Fortunately, I just used all of my fucking wand ammo trying to hit that Archvile, like, once, so... That was your burst of elemental stuff for the day, everybody. Okay, that's an arena. gonna go there yet. This looks like a place I shouldn't shove myself into. Let's do so.
Don't forget, you can jump. Okay, you can jump. You did not forget.
Oh, that just teleports me right in. Hold on, it seemed like there might have been still something I could explore there. Super Icarus when? Whenever I feel like doing all of the color change necessary for that. Oh, you could totally skip this arena section. That's what you could do. Just jump down there.
Yeah, but I don't think the door will actually open, though.
Yeah, maybe not the best of ideas. Alright, well, I'm gonna load just so I can go grab that blueberry. Before well, or at least grab the Megasphere. One of the two. Right. Suspicious plasma generosity. It's kind of nice that this arena can actually utilize cacodemons just spawning up from the side, as well as those other custom guys, without it just turning into a "why am I getting stuck on air" kind of vibe. Oh, right, there's a cacodemon above me, but that doesn't happen because it's true 3D.
Yes, Brandon, you are correct. That is Doom 3 plasma sounds.
I think those are quite nice, actually. They're a good balance between
Listen,
sounding
hey,
sci-fi
for all the issues
and
I have
not...
with Doom 3, Doom 3's got a great plasma gun.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't saying anything about your opinion of Doom 3. I was just opining that that's actually a nice plasma gun sound.
That was a very good sound.
Many of the other substitutes I've heard in these maps are a little bit just, lacking in oomph.
Yeah, one of the things that Doom 3 definitely does well. I guess it can take what it can get, but I do not think Doom 3 does a lot of things well.
I'll just be taking that. I kind of need a little bit of this. That guy. Get pinned in by these guys. Okay, a little bit of a horseshoe-shaped arena. A little bit of claustrophobia to take in. Not bad.
Brainwood is MIDI and Doom 3's strongest defender. Truly, we found a champion for mid up here in the chat.
Who else is going to step up to the plate to challenge Brainwood? We need to have a mid off. Blue! Oh, damn it. I was gonna make a joke about how it's like the opposite color. Try it again.
Well, it was funny when I first did this arena with the lowering thing with the plasma gun and the Elementalism teleporting in. It gave me a serious case of deja vu because I'm realizing, oh shit, I made a fucking arena like this in one of the maps I made long ago. Except mine was much worse.
What did yours entail?
I don't want to spoil what it is. That
oh, I see.
Yeah, with mine, I maybe make a couple of quick adjustments to that one. So yeah, that is why we were taking that toward the end of the submission period. But I feel like it'll be a very, very nice way to kind of close out the classic stuff from Doom 1 to Plutonia. Before Doom 64 is the next one on the list to tackle.
Just resource gather before I get things started. That's clearly some kind of secret up here. How would I grab that? Probably located behind these guys. So, let's use some ammo to push through. There we go. Wow, spectacularly lethal to fire-based enemies. Oh. Oh, well, I was half right.
I think this is one of the few I remember how to get.
It is a bad situation that I've put myself into.
Yeah. You know, I remember this one being a little bit of a tough one when I had to play it. I was very much torn between if I take down the Warriors or the Revenants first.
Alright, well, thankfully there's still a fair amount of space to run around.
Yeah, I think I ultimately opt to take out the Revenant Search because of less risk of 80 damage missile.
Yeah, that's fair. I only opted to take out the whatever those Hell Knight remodels are, because I was like, oh well, maybe I can get the shiny gem, and turns out I could not do such a thing yet.
These are called Bruiser Demons because it's a reference to how the original set of Barons had been the Doom were called the Bruiser Brothers.
Ah, that's a clever name. For this, not for the original. I mean, it's a decent name for the original, but it's not like groundbreaking. This one's like, oh, fun call. Oh god, these guys fuck you up. Okay.
Yeah, that is one thing I've noticed about the custom enemies in this, is that, like, yeah, if you get hit by their full, like, projectile volley, you will probably get either killed or severely injured by it.
I mean, which is fair, honestly. Grab that. I'll go grab some more rockets. Sorry, I'm not really much of a conversationalist right now. I'm trying to focus. Oh, cool. And the fire will linger and set a trap for them.
Brainlet has an alchemy question. What is the hottest element and can he eat it? I guess you'd probably be more of an expert on the topic.
Yeah. Still not sure why he keeps calling it alchemy, but I mean, all elements can exist at any temperature, so it's not it's not really a valid question. That's kind of my answer. I don't know how to answer it. There's no such thing as a hottest element. I mean, I guess radioactivity maybe? Because I guess certain elements put off an amount of radioactivity. Usually we would refer to a radioactive isotope as hot, quote unquote, if it is very, very radioactive, putting off a lot of radiation in a short period of time. So like probably something, you want to talk about something that's like got a half-life of more than 3 nanoseconds, probably like berkelium. Berkelium's very, very hot and would give you very lethal radiation poisoning quickly. So I guess there's your answer. Hey, Zachy, yeah, you've caught me in, I'm stuck in an elevator story. There's only, you only get to see the one locale several times in a row, and it's because, for some reason, I refuse to save, because I want to treat these as two, challenges that are... These 2 challenges as one challenge.
Crash is indeed stuck in an elevator, and is also in hell, but thankfully he is no longer in the express elevator to hell.
Yes, just the standard boring elevator to hell.
Oh, really, Chris? You've never finished in 64. Interesting. I mean, in fairness, I think for a lot of people that would probably be the case before the remaster came out.
Yeah, it probably just is a title less thought about. And
well, then also you have to play it with an N64 controller.
Right.
Which is, yeah, good luck trying to play Doom on that thing.
Ugh. Yeah, no, I don't like playing anything with an N64 controller. One of the least ergonomic controllers I've ever fucking seen in my life. I'm sure there's only like some like kid's toy that rivals it in like being worse.
I mean, I have seen worse controllers for a lot of other reasons that came out in the 90s. But like, I think in terms of like the stuff released by, you know, the big 3, I think the N64 controller is definitely up there as one of the worst. I guess without it being like an overly specific gimmick controller.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, of mainstream controllers, N64 controllers definitely pretty bad.
Yeah, no, N64 pretty bad. I know there's a lot of people. Oh, never mind. I guess
6 out of 7 secrets.
6 out of. I got that secret another way. I managed to. I think I was able to get up higher up here, and then just did parkour across all the pillars. Yeah, that's way simpler.
Yeah, that's a lot easier. I like my method a little bit more.
Yeah, I think like the only. I think it's, as far as the mainstream controllers go, I think the only other one, as far as like the big three are concerned, that I think is like maybe a little bit weird was the original Xbox controller. But like that one still kind of functions as a regular controller. It's just fat as fuck. But
can't wait for the Crash After Dark AMA where you get to ask me what the sexiest element is. You can ask me that right now, and my answer would probably be silicon, because it's used for silicone lubricants. You're welcome. And also for silicone toys and other objects. So there you go. You got your answer. Congratulations. Conker's Bad Fur Day was bad enough for N64 controls. I've had to play Conker's. I've seen full playthroughs of it, so I know the game, but it's been a while since I've seen a full playthrough, so maybe it'd be a good time for me to revisit it myself. Not on stream, but
yeah, I've only played the original Bad Fur Day on Rare Replay, so I actually played it with an Xbox One controller, so it felt a little bit less jarring.
Holmium, are you saying that's the sexiest element scoreboard because it starts with ho or hole? I mean, that's a decent joke. I'll give you that.
Well, I guess Brainlet did also ask what the 67th element is. You know that one off the top of your head?
No, but I do have a big periodic table behind me. Let's see. Oh, that was Scorebar answering that. It's holmium. Thank you, Scorebar. Yeah. It does. To my knowledge, it does nothing special in particular. It's probably used in some kind of fucking like medical research, or like weird rare earth application of like there's actually your phone LCD screen is like dependent on like 3 nanograms of holmium that you have to insert into your battery because it helps with the doping for some fucking reason. I don't know, man. The lanthanides are weird. You don't learn anything about those unless you explicitly study them as part of your like graduate coursework.
Never played Conquer.
We're all homiums.
Never played Conquer multiplayer. Most of my weird, like obscure game multiplayers usually comes from GameCube.
Yeah.
Against 64, it's all of like the usual suspects of like, yeah, I played Smash 64, I played Mario Kart 64, I played Diddy Kong Racing.
I was just a little bit outside of the age range to where N64 was likely. So I never have really played much N64 anything, but the GameCube was right there, so I have plenty of random, well, maybe not quite glup shitto GameCube games, but like random shit between like, oh, here's SpongeBob Lights Camera Pants and the random Billy and Mandy tie-in game that's actually a pretty solid fighter, and I don't know, here's a random Defender game. Here's Monopoly for the GameCube. Y'all like Monopoly?
Discovered the meta for Conquer multiplayer. I could believe that because there were some of like the obscure ass multiplayers I played back then. We definitely found like a meta. Like I know, like the one I can think of back to was Star Fox Assault, where generally most people would end up either picking Wolf because he had the best stat spread, or they would pick Crystal because she got 2 free barriers that basically protected you from like any weapons for a good amount of time. And then the counter pick for the pro gamers was Slippy because he had the fastest charge speed and the best jump.
Yeah, that one sounds pretty useful, not gonna lie. This is just turning. Okay. Oh hey, this looks familiar. Let's... Might as well just keep charging forward. I mean, unless I don't. I feel like there was another red door on the way to that first one, but I don't really remember where. So I'm just gonna keep charging forward and imagine that I didn't see one earlier. Need a yellow key for that. Okay.
I'm trying to remember some of the. Oh yeah, I'm looking at some of my old games. Remember playing the Madagascar license game for GameCube and playing a shit ton of the multiplayer that was that had a mini golf that was actually pretty extensive and a shuffleboard. It also had a DDR clone, but no one ever played that garbage.
Oh, this is really.
Oh, and the other one I'm also remembering a ton was when if everyone was just like, we don't really feel like playing like Air Ride multiplayer or Double Dash multiplayer. The one other like racing adjacent one everyone fucking went to play was Over the Hedge multiplayer. Because one of the ones that I know we had the most fun amount of time playing back then, golf cart bumper cars.
That sounds pretty good.
It is super fun. I think there's just something that fucking hits the primate brain of vehicle hitting people at like 80 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, like those are always amazing games. Like I mean, I fondly remember like there were like 2 Ed, Edd n Eddy Flash games on the Cartoon Network website that was basically build a shitty, cart out of thumbtacks and trash cans and like just bash into the other computers with it. I think there's probably an online multiplayer too, but I don't remember it very much because I was not I was not a very PvP type person at the time. Still am not, but now I'll at least venture a little bit.
Yeah, apparently you're just gonna confess that with no coaxing. You just say that right away. All right.
Wait, who's what?
I mentioned the fucking crashing vehicles into people at 80 miles an hour in a video game. He's like, I do that in real life.
Oh. Do you have a beer in your hand while you do it? If you do, that would be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, Pig Serpent. I know exactly which game you're talking about. I played the shit out of that back then.
Oh.
That fucking Teen Titans Flash fighting game.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I mean, I knew that there was going to be something here, but oh, fuck. I did not expect them right on top of me. I get past the pinky? Get past this pinky? There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I don't got much experience with any of the Sonic Riders games. I think it was just, like, not really something that anyone really kind of, like, was looking to play back then for me. Because, like, I mean, I played Sonic games back then, but, like, generally it's like I'm going out of my way to play Sonic because, like, reviewers I watched back then are like, I think this Sonic game is good. And I didn't really hear anybody talk about Riders back then.
Yeah. I wasn't one much for racing games in general. Just didn't really appeal to me. Because either... I faced the dilemma of, well, either this is bullshit and it's Mario Kart, or this is kind of boring and it's just like doing, the best lines possible. And I don't really want to do that anymore.
Yeah, well, I am noticing all of my racing game experiences usually because it's attached to franchise I already enjoy. But, like, that's why it's always, like, Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing or, like, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Hmm. I mean, I liked playing the fucking Cars game on GameCube as a kid, if that counts as racing.
Yeah, the game that released before the movie did, therefore Lightning
Yes.
McQueen couldn't pack me in Smash Brothers.
That was the only reason they released it that early. That's true. Don't fact check that. I think I remember Sonic Riders off a sequel. Yeah, I don't remember anything about that.
Free Riders on Kinect, yeah. And that was that for OG 360 Kinect or was that for Xbox One Kinect? Because I've never owned an Xbox One Kinect. I know like the tracking and everything was a hell of a lot better on that one. Because I owned a 360 Kinect. That thing was dog shit. Like Crash, you need to understand how fucking bad this thing was. It was so bad that like I had a fucking retro like video game store near me that would like
Yeah.
you could take your accessories and shit. To,
I
like,
remember.
oh, they would buy it off of you. No one wanted to buy it. They bought my fucking shitty ass 32X. They did not buy the fucking Kinect.
Yeah, there was no demand for Xbox Kinect. I never had the displeasure of trying one for myself, but I do remember basically every single person on the internet hated that damn thing. It was probably one of the first collective internet dog piles I ever knew of.
Yeah, no,
And
it was
deserved.
bad. And it's like, I knew especially how bad it was back then because long before the Kinect release, one of my friends growing up had the iToy for PS2. And that tracked way better. You played the fucking Star Wars dancing game on Kinect?
Han Solo. I'm Han Solo.
I mean, definitely, probably one of the better Kinect games. Not that that's a high bar.
No, you just got to wave a lightsaber around and pretend that you were, like, cool. It's like, I'm definitely a real Jedi. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You can also do the Rancor Rampage mode and just flail your arms about. That one's pretty fun. Fruit Ninja on the Kinect? Wasn't Fruit Ninja free on, like, phones back then?
There's a hole in the floor here. Awkward.
Whoops.
Oh, just patch that one over. Anybody got some cement?
Oh, Free Riders was only on 360 Kinect. Yeah, so that game is fucked.
Yeah, that's gonna get lost in the annals of history. Bet you there's probably not even a speedrunner bothering to try to make something out of that game.
Yeah, God forbid if anyone that's trying to maybe fucking perfect Kinect emulation. I'd imagine that's probably on the same line of priority of trying to get Virtual Boy emulation set up.
I think Virtual Boy emulation has been set up. Because, I mean, I remember there's a handful.
I have yet to find one.
Odd.
And I've mostly just been trying to look for it just so I can try to play Virtual Boy Wario Land, since I do want to play all of the Wario Lands.
Yeah,
no, I've not been able to find a Virtual Boy emulator.
Strange. I'm pretty sure one does exist, because I know people actually really do enjoy, like, the, especially Virtual Boy Wario Land, but also, like, some of the other just entries on the Virtual Boy. Like, the opinion I think I've heard before is that the Virtual Boy was not a good console, but it had good games in theory.
It had one good game.
Okay.
Maybe two. Maybe two if you like Techno Boxer. Since it's kind of like a Punch-Out spiritual sequel. But, like, no, most of the other virtual games are not good.
Call me crazy, weren't there, like, Hell Guys that spawned in here last time? The fucking Ripper Brothers or whatever? Blowjob Brothers?
Were there? I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
Also, yeah, I guess you are right. Technically, Nintendo made their own Virtual Boy emulator, but I'm not going out of my way to buy another Switch to fucking play Virtual Boy games.
Fair.
And now you may ask, Grim, what do you mean another Switch? Can't you just use the Switch you already have? That's the thing. I don't own my old Switch anymore. I gave it to my sister. Because, figured it would get more use because I ended up not even touching the fucking Switch for a year because I was not happy with most of the games I owned for it. Like, the only game I had for the Switch that I enjoyed playing was Mario Odyssey. And, like, I could... you know what? I'm honestly fine not keeping this thing. I'd rather give it to someone who is probably going to get more use out of it.
I remember when I was like, oh yeah, I probably maybe should get a Switch. I have the motivation. I need to go play my other 2 Pikmin games. And then hearing about Pikmin 3 and 4 is like, maybe I'm good actually. Pikmin 3 I know is like some people like Pikmin 3, like, but they would always say play it on one of like the deluxe version that exists on the Switch, not the original, for like just the more content and better controls. Pikmin 4 I've heard is you really don't need to play this game. It's designed for babies. There's no challenge. It's like almost one enemy at a time every single time. Ice Pikmin are busted. This game's, you could skip this one.
Zaki's thoughts on that is 3 bad, 4 better. I can't speak on that because the only Pikmin I've played is the first one.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've heard 4 bad, 3 better, generally. Because at least 3, like, tosses some challenge at you and makes you manage your time a little bit. 4 is just kind of like, you really don't have to manage your time at all, and one enemy at a time kind of shenanigans. It's just like, we could do better. We could do a lot better. For someone who enjoys the brutality of Pikmin 2, maybe not the brutality, the cruel mocking nature of that game, I kind of want that. Oh, that's a cool Cacodemon art. Where the fuck am I going? This looks like a good spot. That doesn't also... It's not open.
Yeah, I do still technically have a Wii U, but that shit is in storage.
Yeah, I dropped out of, my consoles around the Wii, so... That's the oldest piece of hardware I have, and I do have it. It's right next to me in the desk, not set up. But I could set it up if I wanted to.
The oldest piece of hardware you have is the Wii?
Oh no, the last
recent
one, the most recent,
okay.
I guess. The oldest one is probably just the GameCube.
So one generation prior.
Yeah. If I knew what happened to my Sega Genesis as a kid, then that would be the oldest. But that got lost to the ether at some point. I genuinely have no idea where that went. Maybe it broke at some point.
I guess that's a good question for chat. What is the oldest, like, console you physically own? Like, not just, like, emulators and shit. Like, an actual physical unit. For me, it's an NES.
Wow, that goes pretty far back.
Yeah, although, I guess technically, I could probably say my oldest in terms of actual usage is technically the N64, because the NES was still in the box for, like, years.
Sorry, say that again. I was realizing where I'm supposed to navigate.
No, I was saying I think in terms of usage, I think my N64 is technically older in terms of how much it got used, because the NES was in the box for years before I finally started using it, because it was.
Oh, gotcha.
It was basically given to me as a gift since one of my grandparents' friends ended up passing away, and they found it like in his attic. So they're just like, "Hey, we think your grandson might like this." I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh no, that's actually quite a nice find there then. Mint condition.
Yeah, and there is definitely a part of me that kind of wishes I still kept the box and probably like sold it, because I probably could have gotten a good chunk of change and probably helped me with a little bit of some of the money issues for loans and shit. But whatever.
I mean, you probably could have made like brand new NES price like I don't know what, maybe $1,000 out of the box. Like that's still not insignificant, but at the same time.
Oh yeah, I mean, in the condition that it's in, I
used.
think out of the box it would still be worth a good chunk. But like in the box, I think at the time when I realized if I still had the box, I could have gotten like $5K for it.
Okay, that's actually that. Okay, that might have been worth selling then. Oh well.
Yeah, because it was in like pristine condition when I got it.
Yeah.
Like basically opened. Like off of the fucking like shelves from 1985, pristine condition. So like yeah, I definitely feel like shit, I probably should have kept that. I guess they still technically have the box for the Zapper still, well. And it's the old Zapper, the gray Zapper, before they changed it.
Ooh. Is that still unused in its packaging?
No, it's still used. I just still have the packaging though.
Gotcha.
I actually just remembered to keep that. But yeah, I got a lot of game packaging and it still don't kept. Like I haven't kept any of my fucking GBA boxes. All that shit's gone.
See, people are saying Chris had the Nintendo VBA accessory or Virtual Boy accessory.
Oh, the PSP is their oldest system. That's pretty old. I mean, that's what 2005, 6 maybe.
Yeah, I think I still have my DS Lite for whatever that's worth.
I got an original model DS.
People keep telling me about the original Model DS, and I'm like, I never ever remember this releasing or existing. I remember the DS Lite is the very first DS, and no one ever talked about anything before that. But I don't know. I don't think I'm getting a Total World Gaslight. I don't think that's happening. Okay, so I did not get everything here. I missed a secret. Okay, yeah.
Like that.
Alright, let's find a secret real quick.
I've seen a lot of people say N64 is the oldest they own. Yeah, which, you know, that's fair.
Alright, hey, we're an hour into the stream. Wanna help me out with where the last secret might be?
Alright, let's see what we got.
Because I'm not fucking navigating this whole ass map.
Oh, it might be one you missed at the start. Southeast of the start, you could pick up a chain gun. I don't know if you got that.
I got that one, yeah.
Okay. Elemental wand ammo you got, rocket launcher, the soul sphere. Enter the main building, go to the chain gun and shotgun cells, look at the east compartment, look for a green button, shoot it to lower bars to the south that lead to boxes of rockets.
Hold on. I think that one might.
I could have sworn I saw bars lower at some point during your run, so I wasn't sure if you got that one already.
I know that there was the one set of bars I was staring at earlier that I did not manage to lower. I just don't remember where it is off the top of my head.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I've heard those stories, Chris, of the whole, like, you sell the old consoles so that we can get the new console. That is, I know that that was a common practice back then.
I mean, especially back then when there was a lot more, you know, backwards compatibility actually built into the new consoles. So,
yeah.
like, there wasn't
sell your
much
GameCube,
point.
get a Wii, which could also play all your GameCube games. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, I'm certainly not going to, you know, rag on anyone that did that.
I can't remember where that one set of barred rockets was.
I feel like maybe it'd be a little bit less understandable if you sold an N64 to get a GameCube, but I don't think that would work.
No, not quite, but, you know, it's not like the worst decision in the world, I guess. I mean, if you didn't ever want to play your N64 games ever again, that's a pretty dumb decision. Or if you ever wanted to. If any of the other secrets on the list don't sound familiar, keep reading them.
Let me see.
Don't know.
Southwest of the east hub, southeast of the dead end with rockets, use the inverted red cross to lower the pillar with the energy cell pack.
I did that one.
Continue to the center of the area past secret number 6 in the plasma room. When the lift lowers to the bottom, go to the lava at the northeast end. Press the button and head a bit west-south to get elemental wand ammo. Oh, I think that's the one that was in the little alcove with the with the bruiser demon. I think. So then, yeah, I think the only one you're missing might be that secret trigger one.
All right, great. I have to. Where the fuck was it again? I don't remember.
It says the main building, and to look at the east compartment for a green button.
Okay. Okay, so wait, here, this is the thing with the bars, and then there's supposed to be
that's
button.
it.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Hooray, we got rockets that we'll never use. All right, let's get out of here. That's not the way out of here. This is the way out of here.
Oh yeah, the redesigned version of the PS1. Yeah, because they didn't have PS1 minis that far back. That's a lot new. All
right, 256, 77. All right, we are good. It's my least favorite color. That's a good question. Let me ruminate on that one for a moment, and I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. First, let me say, all right. Pig Serpent, good suggestion. Ashen Step was fun. It did take a while, though I feel like that was due more to my poor play around the elevator area, and also just kind of getting a little lost, or like my computer's, you know, kind of freaking out a little bit. So rather than the map itself being far too much. Really, really good atmosphere. You know, having the fire wand is cool, although it's like it consumes so much goddamn ammo. It's not, you don't get to use it all that much. And yeah, pretty solid enemy placement. I like all the custom enemies and stuff too. They add a little bit extra to the experience. They're used very well to kind of like cover a lot of space for you to dodge in without very many like actual bodies taking up that much space. I think that one's pretty cool. Anything else I thought of? Secrets are pretty much all accessible. That one I would not have found without being told there's a button nearby. And yeah, no, this was a fun one. I like this one quite a bit. I think definitely rated higher for me than Pirate Doom. Where overall so far, it definitely ranks towards the top, I think.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one, but again, it's very extensive modern UZ Doom map, so again, might be
Yeah,
cheating. But,
it is a little bit cheating, but it is still at least a good suggestion. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I ended up allowing it because like it's very easy to navigate, like even for how big it is. So that much I can appreciate of it, because I've played Doom maps that very much do not know how to properly time manage. I think Ashen Steppe at least handles itself well in that regard.
Yeah. Well, I guess the one thing I wasn't a huge fan of with it was the music, while nice and atmospheric, does every once in a while just kind of come crashing through your ears and like relative to the rest of the music deafens you a little bit, but oh well, that's a small stylistic choice that wouldn't be too bothersome off stream. Okay. Let us, well, hold on. Not quite get out of this yet. We can spin the wheel though. And see where we're headed next. Let me get the wheel on screen. This is a pretty good soundtrack. Damn. I'll come back to this one. Alright, so we got 9 entries still left. 2 from Grim, 2 from Chris, 1 from Brainlit, 1 from Kaiju Punks, and a handful of the poll winners left. So let's see where we're going next. I could have a good feeling about one of Chris's maps or something. Oh, we're actually playing Kaiju Punk's map. Alright, yeah. Fuck it, we'll go to it. Hopefully you're out there, Kaiju, but, well, actually, yeah, how about this? Kaiju Punks, are you out there? Say something if you are. If not, I'll spin again, so maybe they can, get a chance to see.
Yeah, I think that's fair, given that it's, like, probably good for the people that are here. They could get their suggestions.
While we wait, let's just lower the music volume a little bit more, because this one's definitely louder. Go. I feel kind of bad now. No, it wasn't because of you. Don't worry about it, Brainlet. I appreciate the self-awareness, but I forgot to remind them that I'm still streaming, so I should maybe
yeah, honestly,
do
though,
that.
given all the weeks that have passed between the last one of these, then yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah. All right. I'm not seeing anything from Kaiju Punks out there, so I'm going to re-roll again. The wheel, take a fucking hint.
Maybe you could just remove it as an option so they don't keep getting it.
It's okay. Oh, look, Brainlet.
You got Brainlet's other one? Alright, nice.
The Brainlet lived by my life philosophy. Complain and you shall receive. So, good. You get to go back to JPCP. Nice. Big stretch.
Yeah, this is another... Is this another Barabo Jr.? You submitted a Barabo Jr. one last time, right, Brainlet?
Quitting out of this. And let's bring up the DSDA. Let's see. Let me look at the... I don't think there are any special requirements for this one, but let me look at the list again.
No,
comp level 2, DSDA. Okay, pretty regular.
Yeah, should be pretty simple. I mean, most of them ended up being just like either comp level 2 or 9, so.
Yeah. We'll bring this up wide. Let's get that out of there. Load a new one. CP.
I don't remember if I mentioned this last time, but I'm still getting distracted by the Steve Buscemi you have on your desktop.
Oh. Wait, oh, did I share my... I shared my whole desktop to you, huh? Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It means I don't have to share it again when I have to load up the SDA. Alright. Do you remember in, like... So this came with 2 WAD files. One was a HUD and one was a not the HUD. Does it matter what order to do that in?
The HUD? Wait, JPCP shouldn't have a HUD.
There is a JPCP HUD and a JPCP .wad. Let me
You could probably just do the WAD file. Maybe the HUD is just like because it was a community project, so you could play them out of order. So like I guess it's better for navigation, I guess. But I don't know. I played it and it was just a standard WAD, so I think just JPCP.WAD should be fine.
I mean, I definitely could play with just one. I don't know if the order matters. I'm just gonna throw in the HUD first and then the actual WAD next. I know I got it to work last time. It's just been a while. Almost launched this.
Yeah, I don't know. Because my only experience playing JPCP right now has been through the Steam port, and that's just kind of like a whole list. It doesn't have any extra things attached to it.
Okay. There's a HUD that translates the text to Japanese text. Oh, right. That's the fucking thing I ran into. All right, are you all ready for me not be able to read my fucking health and ammo bar? Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, switch this over. There we go. Yep, see? Look at all that. I can't read a damn lick of that. Oh, but wait a minute, Grim, do you remember your katakana? Can you tell me what numbers those are?
No, because I only took a hiragana class.
Fuck, alright. No free rides for me. Okay, let's minimize that window, make sure the audio working. Okay. Alright, everything should be good. You studied Japanese for 3 years? Oh, that's pretty cool. I studied Italian for like 5 in total. A whole lot of good that's doing me.
Yeah, also, no, I think Chris is right. That is just kanji for the numbers. No, that's not katakana.
Kanji. I couldn't remember which. They looked simpler, so I gambled and said katakana. Oh, Chris can read it, though. All right. You can just tell me all of my health numbers with, like, a, 2-minute delay. So that way it'll be the most useful thing possible. What map number was this again?
12.
12, okay.
You should rebrand your channel to Scuffed Icarus.
Icarus, shut up. I'm only so good at this. I'm just a baby. I only have 2 years worth of experience. How could I ever possibly know what to do?
Well, thankfully, because it's Doom and he has a face, you could just tell how much health you have left by his face.
That's a good point. I will try to make use of that. Although I will probably fail to do so correctly and end up using my medkits too soon.
And also, since you have the other ammo thing off to the right, you don't have to worry about your ammo to the left.
Well, at least, okay, I don't have to worry about the ammo, at least. That's a good point. My health, though, that's a
I guess
completely
really the
different
biggest
story.
issue might end up being your armor.
Well, maybe if I don't pick up any armor, it'll never be an issue. Alright, how big is this map? 212 monsters? Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, this one's pretty compact.
It's a blue key secret, sounds good. Oh yeah, Brainlet asked about my least favorite color. Let me think. Let's see, I like red, I like pink. Blue-green is also a top tier color. Purple's pretty good.
I better hope it fucking is. I mean, I'm here.
Otherwise, it's gonna reach through the Discord client and eviscerate me. I don't know. I think a lot of sometimes greens get overused. I think I know what I hate. Like, there are like those old like Crayola forest greens and yellow greens. I fucking hate those colors. They're awful.
Oh, you mean like the stage? Like the really dark greens?
Sort of, maybe, I guess. They were kind of like... They're kind of poop green color. When you eat too many Fruit Loops and all the artificial dye turns your poop green, it's that color of Crayola. I hate
like
that
baby
color.
barf green?
Yeah. Baby barf, poop green, whatever you want to call it. It's nasty. Not a fan. there's a lot going on this bridge. Let's back up and do some sniping. You have an idea? Makes sense that I don't like puke green. Yeah, that's what my character incorporates, like fucking neon green. Instead, much nicer color. What are y'all's favorite and least favorite colors? Come on.
Well, I think everyone can surmise what my favorite is.
It's pink, right? Sorry, that's not even like a D tier joke.
I mean, I don't really ever think about having a least favorite color just because it's like... I don't really think of an individual color as being bad. Color combinations, maybe.
I mean, there are definitely some color combinations that are not great. I mean, you know, anytime I've tried to make a thumbnail, it's like, oh, those two don't work. I definitely, like I said, I did just name one color that or color kind of type that I definitely am not a fan of.
Oh, you know what? I can maybe think of one. You know that, like, really, really dark yellow?
Yeah.
That looks like almost like diarrhea brown. That might be my least
Yeah,
favorite.
I know exactly. It's for the same exact reason why I don't like the forest green kind of color. It's pretty gross. Oh crap! Right, that's where the Mancubus is.
You have a purple 3DS because your mom dared you to get a purple 3DS? Well, shit, I kind of want a purple 3DS now. I only got a red one.
Pretty good color. Your favorite's probably green, Brainlet. Thank you, Chris, for the semi-live updates on that. All right, I think I'm at 100. I know that now. I've learned exactly one Japanese kanji. Then that's one. Okay. Oh, super shotgun. That would have helped. Oh, skeleton man. That doesn't help.
Okay, well, I think I know what the kanji for 0 is. For 1. I think 1, I guess, is the dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess staring at it long enough, I guess I could probably figure it out.
Right, we're an intuitive bunch of guys. We could do some math, figure it out if we really wanted to. But I do resoundingly think no one has time for that. So. Oh wait, no, it was katakana, right?
Kanji.
No, but wait, no, Brainley was saying it's katakana.
It is katakana? I thought Chris said it was kanji, and I trust Chris because Chris can read it.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember. I have too short-term of memory. I'm too busy trying to play the dang game. Okay, so Chris is right. It is kanji.
It is kanji. Fucking Brainlet's the idiot.
Why did I ever trust a guy named Brainlet? Fuck. More stairs?
I can read it too. I might be wrong, though. Yeah, Crash currently has fish health and garlic armor. That's what that says, right?
Obviously, it actually says mackerel health and allium armor. You got the idea right, but the translation wasn't quite there. Try again. You can read it because the Japanese are thieving bastards. I did see your earlier message that's the same as Chinese, yeah.
Yeah, funny, for a country so anti-piracy, they're really good at stealing other shit from people.
Damn. Well, that was before the great cultural change, I guess, so... I guess the original Japanese had no qualms about piracy.
God, yeah, no, I fucking... Like, before the hopped onto the stream, one of the fucking videos I saw that popped in my feed was just, like, Japan being anti-piracy and seeing some of the most, like, insane fucking takes from people on Japanese Twitter.
Right. I've seen some of those, and there really are a bunch of people that are just kind of like, but this, like, you know, that's not the right thing to do. Why would you do this? Why would you wouldn't take from this and blah blah blah. I don't remember
Yeah,
any of
except
them.
they said it a lot more unhinged than how you described it.
Yeah.
Stuff that I don't think we could repeat on stream. But,
no.
honestly, though, seeing that many takes from people, from Japanese people, at least on Twitter, it's like suddenly the Nintendo like taking down every fucking fan game, everything suddenly makes so much more sense now.
Where it's like, oh wow, the broader Japanese community actually is still this neurotic about piracy. I can't believe that that's still true in the modern age. Like, that just doesn't feel like it makes sense. Like, who the hell would still be so against that from, like, you know, big companies in the modern era? Oh, I'm teleporting everywhere now. Okay, where am I going? I'll just go. Blow all those guys up. Definitely kept that barrel there for tactical reasons.
Oh yeah, I can remember that Roku is 6, because Roku is the way I'm watching the stream.
One of the one of one people that I know who owns a Roku device.
Yeah, no, Chris, I understand. It does also just Twitter. I'm sure it's not like the whole country is like that.
Oh yeah,
it's
no.
Just Twitter being Twitter.
I've also, you know, found the fair share handful of Japanese Twitter users that are also, you know, being like, yeah, these people are fucking stupid. I hate that they represent my country.
Also, Chris, probably try to refrain from using the R slur in chat. Try to maybe find another word that's better.
Yeah, maybe. I would say it's...
I'm happy you censored it, but, like, yeah, maybe just use other words.
I would say, yeah, it's not the best choice. For my money's worth, I would rather not it be something in the chat itself. Where do you stand on whenever you hear someone like say that, like, because that's one of those slurs that's kind of turned into like a little bit of a gray zone back from it be like back where it was in the 2000s. Like when you watch somebody, like, does that immediately say, okay, I'm not watching this person, or is it kind of like, you know,
depends on the era? I think it definitely depends on the era, because it's like if it's like early to mid 2010s or like 2000s, it's like people were kind of like more. It was like kind of one of those things that like everyone sort of did back then. You didn't really think much of it. Although to be honest, it's also kind of the same thing with the F slur, where everyone kind of used it back then.
Yeah, that one feels
really
a little
like not really but not really using it for like, you know, the hated way of like where it's meant to be directed for. Just like, oh, people found out it was a bad word, so they just started calling everyone that word.
Right, how everybody in the early 2000s was just using gay as a general slur. Sort of, but then, you know, turning it up to 12.
Yeah, it's, you know, I think it's one of the, like, at least for me growing up in middle school, like, they were used a lot, but, like, not for, like, you know, necessarily being, like, directed towards the specific marginalized groups thing. It was just, like, everyone's using it because that's just, they just learned a new bad word, so they gotta use it wherever they can.
Oh, I'm sorry, just catching up on chat for some things. They're talking about Japanese, basically. Okay. That's no problem, Chris. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's not an immediate no. I'm kind of more like, okay, how frequently are you firing off this word? And are you more like, kind of like, are you using it more in the directed group? Because that's an instant no. If it's kind of more just like, okay, occasional and like, more like towards your friends or something like that, okay, fine. It's not really my, you know, preference, but I get it too. I say some heinous shit with my friends sometimes, so.
No, I think it's just one of those things where it's like, if it becomes like common enough that you have to question if it's okay to say, you're probably just better off not saying it.
Yeah, when you're in that territory.
That was a very long like thing I was struggling with in terms of like the people using the N-word back then, not necessarily as a slur, but just because you grow up in a community where you have a lot of black folk around and they say it a lot.
Yeah.
In the less derogatory way towards each other.
I grew up in Chicago. I'm very familiar.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things where it's like, well, is it okay? Or it's like isn't the thing? It's like I feel weird saying. It's like, should I say it? It's like, and then eventually you just kind of come to the whole thing. Where it's like, maybe you just shouldn't say these things.
Right. Once you start questioning it.
Yeah, it's like if a thing comes up where it's like, okay, I have to explain it for the sake of explaining it, but not using it in terms of a derogatory way. Like that's one thing. But you probably shouldn't just start firing these words off willy-nilly whenever you feel like it.
No, I agree. Oh right, that's where the blue switch was. I forgot where I was going. Switch that protects switch. Cool.
Yeah, I've also remember, growing up, or at least reaching a time in late teens, early 20s, and the whole fucking iDubbbz thing where it's just like a word's just a word. You can just use it. It doesn't matter what your power. And then it's like, eh.
Yeah, there's a little bit more nuance.
Considering where he is right now, I don't bother doing any of that shit anymore.
Okay, well, I hit the blue switch. Where the fuck am I going now? This map is aesthetically cool, but it is also a lot of just random, very small corridors that I'm actually getting lost quite easily in.
You make the map more compact and you still can't figure out where the fuck you're going.
It's too compact now. I don't have enough space to just run around.
Yeah, well, just remember that for the future, Chris. Just,
don't worry too much about Chris. I'm fine. I don't care. Well, I mean, I care. I don't care about this particular instance. Just running a tight ship around here.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you're worried that, if you say
that's especially it too, where it's just
your channel gets taken down because people are using slurs too much. It's just
It's a very different thing between, oh, okay, I'm hanging out with all of my friends who I know are exactly chill, and this conversation is just between us, and then this is public facing, and it could get out of hand very quickly. Where the fuck have I not been on this? I don't know.
It's like, why is it okay to say this, not to say this one, but it's fine to say these other ones, and the other lists would just be other words that would get you decked in public in the right setting. Hey, listen, as someone who has been decked in the face, not for saying a slur, but even just for being an annoying little shit, just don't say things that'll set people off.
That's one of those things I'm surprised it hasn't happened to me. I'm surprised I haven't been punched in the face for things. Because I used to be a punchable little fucker back in high school and a little bit in college. Yet it didn't ever happen to me. I guess maybe I just didn't encounter enough people on average to have that occur.
I tried not to be too much of an annoying shit back in my school years, just because I was bullied by people that were also annoying shit. So I'm like, well, probably shouldn't do the same thing to other people. But I think at one point it was just it got to a point where it's just haha, it's funny, and then the guy was just so annoyed that he just fucking socked me in the jaw. And it's like, honestly, I deserved it.
I was more the annoying one because I just kind of cut straight deep into people's flaws and insecurities. Because I was like, hey, you need to know this thing, and you need to know that I don't like you. I'm surprised that didn't backfire horribly.
I will say this, though, as someone who has been decked in the face, I think there's more people in the world that need to be decked in the fucking face just to learn a lesson.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That just goes back there, and this is going over here, and that goes down to nowhere. This goes over here. I pressed a fucking blue switch. I have no idea what it does. This gate is still up. I've pressed E on it several times, and it's done nothing. This is a yellow door.
Did you take the elevator?
I did take the elevator.
Because the elevator has, multiple floors.
Maybe I didn't take the elevator. Oh, there's another level up here.
What a very odd discussion we've had.
It's a good one.
From retro consoles to slurs.
You know, those two things are often related when you incorporate the middle factor of gamers.
That isn't untrue.
It's like how, you know, there might be a statistical correlation between, like, ice cream and kids getting run over, and it's not because ice cream causes kids to magnetically attract cars, because it's summertime and there's more driving and more ice cream.
I don't know why I thought the way you were going to go with that statement was, yeah, it's like the correlation between ice cream and the SS. I don't know why I thought that.
I don't know the correlation between those two, actually.
I don't know either, so I don't know why I thought it.
Awesome. You wouldn't punch me, Mr. Chemist Man, either? I see.
Well, to be fair, you are a Reploid, so yeah, probably would hurt to punch you.
I don't know, maybe if you get a good Mega Man Ruby Spears style Donkey Punch in there, it would do the job. Or no, wait, that's Pharaoh Man doing that to Mega Man. God, I can't.
See, and this is why we need to watch the movie Spear show so you can actually get the references right.
Yeah. No, hey, real? I get embarrassed by the fact that I'm so, like, illiterate on stream. It's genuinely, and I genuinely feel it way more during Doom than any of the other games that I play on stream, because this takes up so much more of, like, my brain capacity than anything else I have to do on stream. Mega Man takes practically nothing, and I can do... I mean, it makes me trip up every once in a while, but, like, I generally still have my wits about me. But, like, here with Doom, I am genuinely just kind of like, the war happened, well, the shellfish, and then, oh, fuck, I forgot to talk about the gun. It's like, that's just how it turns into on Doom. I'm like, oh, this sucks. This is a terrible representation of who I am. I see why most people just kind of, like, stop trying to actually have conversation topics while they play games now.
Maybe you should just be here for more of the Doom streams, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically, you're like my lifeline.
I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea. At least if you're doing alternating Tuesdays.
Yeah. Okay.
I do know where that's the exit. Yeah. I do know where the secret is, but...
I mean, I see it on the map. I just don't know how to get to it, because I know when I teleport in there, I'm then sent to, immediately, I'm within teleporting walls.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The secret, I think, is the teleporter that takes you.
No, because I go down here. And then, let's see, I do this. And I'm standing here. And... Oh, wait, no, this isn't it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that is
different.
It's a different one.
Okay. Is it a teleporter that I've just walked past?
No, it is a wall you have to open.
Okay.
Yeah, it is very much hidden.
Zachy must go now. Your shenanigans need me. All right, thanks for sticking around, Zachy.
Let me see, Zachy.
Slurring his speech. Oh yeah, with your dog groomer man OC2. Yeah, great ideas you got there, Brainlets. Very good. Okay,
yeah,
well that did something with the elevator.
Because that raises the elevator more, and now you can access the fourth floor.
I, in fact, cannot remember all of those, Chris. If I'm not being tested on it, it is beyond my capacity.
I can remember that the single dash is 1.
Yep.
And 0 is still 0.
Well, I can kind of remember, well, I can slightly remember some of those because La Mulana just straight up, bent a couple of those lines to make its numbers 1 through 8 as well in the game. So, like, 1 through 3 are actually looking familiar. Plus, they are also 3 lines, so that helps. But there's a little bit of familiarity.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. 2 dashes is 2, 3 dashes is 3.
Okay. Oh Christ, it's even in kanji here. Fair enough.
Damn, you didn't find shit.
Yeah, you found nothing. What are you doing? You found negative nothing. Okay, I don't know. Thoughts on that level was that it was... That took longer than it probably should have, just because it was so easy to get lost for me. I feel like that's just a personal problem and not really a reflection on, like, the map quality itself. But, like, I was not very good with small corridors to keep running down and around, and with dead ends and doubling back on things. Like, I got lost very quickly there. Ironically, because it's not that the map was too big, it's that it was too compact. I could have used...
I was also able to figure out he took 21 minutes 51 seconds to figure out. Just ignore the top left. That doesn't exist.
I didn't even see that. My microphone is blocking it, to be fair. But yeah, I don't know. Okay level. Okay submission. I think I liked your other one a little bit more, Brainlet. I mean, I wasn't super into the horror vibes but it had some cool, cooler moments there. This one was alright, had a good aesthetic to it, but ultimately, getting lost in, you know, the tiny winding corridors, not my cup of tea.
You know, I think, well, Barabba Jr. has, like, a good variety of different maps to pick from, because he also did one of the submissions you got for the first night, too. That was, like, Plutonia Light.
Okay.
I think he's got good shit going. Probably should play more of JPCP just to get more of, like, a feel for a lot of the other map design going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus, it's also
a lot of them to get through.
It is also the map set that has the Payday 2 map in it.
Oh, cool. Maybe I'll do that then at some point. That would be fun. For me. Alright. Let's get the wheel up again. Here we go. Okay, we can go ahead and remove this. And give it another spin. I'm guessing this is probably going to be the last map for the night.
Depending on what it is, most likely.
Oh, Chris, almost. Okay. Community Chest 2. Nullith Precinct. Alright.
Oh, wait, that's Community Chest 1. If it's Nullith Precinct, that's Community Chest 1.
Mm-hmm. I probably...
Which, actually, that one is short enough, you could probably fit in another one, then. That one's really short.
Alright, then. Cool. JPCP is like a perfect beginner community megabod. I can see that. I mean, this map, for being, you know, 12 maps in, it wasn't particularly difficult. It didn't have anything crazy. I mean, hell, there wasn't even an arch file in the map, so... Yeah, no, it's a pretty good starting point. I guess just personally for me and my playstyle, I got lost super easy, so... There is... Yeah, it's because I said Community Chest 2 on accident, and then it says map 2. You know, your brain kind of saw the two and put it together. Quit out of this. Load up the next one.
Yes, I think Citadel at the Edge of Eternity is going to be a sub-goal if he ever plays that. I mean, I don't want to fucking play that map. Ugh. That one is rough. Like, I would gladly go out of my way to play Mucus Flow again. I would not want to fucking touch Citadel at the Edge of Eternity.
That's one of those. I remember that map name. That does sound pretty infamous.
Like Crash, you need to understand that, like, I think even doing a run of that map with no monsters, just trying to navigate it, is going to be painful.
Pretty bad. I already struggle with navigation, as is obvious, so... Community Chest, though, very cool. Oh, well, the splash screen with the 2 cyber demons is really cool looking. I like it a lot. The way the CCs is arranged kind of reminds me of the biohazard symbol. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that is the Community Chest logo for the 4 that did come out.
Police. All right.
Yeah, it's a precinct.
Maybe I'll find a heavily militarized SWAT vehicle in here.
Yeah, I believe this is the Thomas Vandervelden map, who was very much a Doom cute connoisseur.
Oh, nice. Lovely. I love Doom Cute. Oh, cool, I get to break in through the vent. That's actually a cool way of conveying me to the next area.
Doom guy, have you ever heard of Among Us?
Shut up. Ooh, secret chainsaw. Except not secret.
Who left the chainsaw in the prisoner cell?
I think that's why there's no prisoner left there anymore. Environmental storytelling. All they need to do is just leave a head behind there. Okay, I need a blue key, so I have to go through the vent. Gotcha. Oh, kind of on the topic of, like, back on the retro console topic a little bit. I was just thinking the other day about how, like, NES Mario, like, actually is a... When you think about it, it's got that really weird, like, NES aesthetic that you find, where it's like, this is just, like, a guy, and he's fighting random bullshit that, like, the programmers just were able to create, not even...
I don't
feel
mean
even
to
thematic.
be an asshole, but there is something about... Yeah, NES Mario, it's got that NES vibe to it.
I know, but, like, it's one of those things where I meant to say, like, how... You know, nowadays, like, you know, Goombas and Koopas and everybody else in the franchise, like, oh yeah, it's totally normal. Like, the plumber is fighting, like, all these other guys, and, like, there's this little mushroom fucker named Toad, and, like, that just makes sense. I would have to say, if I saw that at my age, at my current age, I'd never seen a Mario before, I'd be like, what the fuck are these things? Why am I hopping on what look like mushrooms and turtles? And is that a black shell with like a bug in it? A beetle? Tell me that's a beetle? That don't look like a beetle. Like, why is he doing all these things? Like, it just fits that NES aesthetic of like, yeah, for some reason you have like a military commando and like he's shooting bears, UFOs, dragons, and like little Dorito looking things, and well, the manual says that like, oh well, that's like a robotic bear and like also a robot dragon made by the you know, fucking nefarious Dr. Z that exists in you know, New Swalia or something, this terrorist country that you're getting into. It's like, okay, more likely story. Programmers were able to make dragon and bear, and said, well, that's good. We'll put that in alongside like the guy and the tank enemy. And
I do have to say it is like kind of impressive though, like how like much of a jump you have in terms of like graphical look between like Mario 1 and like 2 and 3.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Mario 1, you are basically right, where it's like everyone's like, this is just a bunch of like non-Euclidean beings and environments. Like nothing feels like it really kind of exists within like an actual plane. Whereas like you get to like Mario 2 and it's like, yeah, the environment design's still a little bit weird, but like the creature and like boss design at least feels like, okay, these are like coherent things.
Yeah.
And then like Mario 3 kind of feels like, okay, this is like an actual place with like actual beings living in it.
Yeah, it starts to feel more normal by that point, and it helps that, like, you know, Mario's sprite, Mario and everyone else's sprite is polished enough to where it's like, okay, they actually fit in a little bit better.
Yeah, I do not understand some people's obsession with, like, we have to make Mario look like Super Mario Brothers 1 Mario, including, like, the poopy brown color palette. Like, why? Like...
nostalgia bait. I don't know. People are suckers for that kind of thing. Also, the shooting range,
like
the target
I think that
range
whole, like,
cool.
non-Euclidean shit, like, going on with, like, Mario 1 is another reason why I don't necessarily think it's aged the best, but I also kind of feel the way about a lot of NES games. Like, I feel like NES games that could properly, like, manage an art style tend to hold up a lot better, just because you can kind of tell what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mega Man survived as an art style for a reason. Like, it's very well done, all things
well, I think a lot of Capcom's output holds up pretty damn well for that, because, like, I think about, like, DuckTales and Darkwing Duck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know there's, like, some stuff, if you try to go a little bit too far into, like, the realistic humans thing, it maybe blends in a little bit. With, like, you know, stuff like Like, because if you look at like a Contra or a Shatterhand or a Power Blade, like they'll all probably blend into your head. They all kind of look the fucking same because it's all like they're all trying to use like realistic human proportions.
Yeah. But you know, when you're making a realistic human out of only so many pixels, you kind of have limited options. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but I also do think a lot of those like still kind of hold up. I think a lot of like the earlier NES stuff I don't think holds up great though.
Chris bringing up Pitfall. Yeah, no, I mean that kind of has Super Pitfall, especially has that Mario vibe to it. Except for the fact that if you jump like four pixels down, you die. But outside of that, it's definitely Mario. This part of the precinct is
it's honestly kind of insane that they wanted to put Yoshi in the original Super Mario Brothers. Like, how the fuck would that even look?
Yeah, how would that have managed? And what kind of horrific monster would he be riding on?
Well, I mean, I'm considering the fucking beta for Mario World. There's still very much a chance that if we got Super Mario Brothers 1 Yoshi, he would still look like a fucking ostrich.
I remember there was a creepypasta where Mario killed a bunch of toads because the instruction manual said so. Unfortunately, the toads were unable to bleed hyper-realistic blood because they were limited by the NES color palette. That's a button. That's not there on the other ones. Bootleggers managed to port Super Mario World to the NES. All right, that's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think it's one of the more impressive bootlegs.
Okay, that seems to have raised the laser bars outside so I can go to the exit. I have so many secrets I have not found. Okay. Huh. Yes, there is... Alright, there's a white spot on the wall here. Okay, yep, that's a different looking wall. And this brings me back outside. Okay. I trapped myself there for a second. Let's explore here. Let's see. Nothing here. I already pressed that button. Oh, that's a hidden low switch. Alright, what'd that do? Oh, cool. Community chest look. And pickups I no longer need, but... This map is...
Well, there's still 5 enemies you haven't killed yet. That Solstier could come in handy. You never know.
That's true. It could be 5 cyber demons in one closet.
It could even be 5 shotgunners, so the Invisisphere actually has a purpose.
It could be you. It could be me. It could even be the Red Spy. I didn't open this door. Okay, well, the toilet doesn't have anything, but there's a backpack here. That's cool. Press that. And nothing here, but I can grab those for some items. This is where the chainsaw would have been.
I think there is something with the toilet.
This looks a little off. Hey. Little back plumbing area, some Shawshank Redemption kind of action.
Shawshank Redemption, where Andy Dufresne stored his 2 backpacks.
Yeah. Why didn't he just do that? Was he stupid? Would have had like more
get busy packing, or you get busy sacking.
Okay. Oh, and that's all the secrets, but not all the monsters. So I'm guessing the exit is not quite exity.
Brainwood is asking, have you ever been arrested before?
Nope. I was brought home after curfew once because I was leaving a friend's house a little bit late one night, and I did not realize that I usually visited her place on like a Sunday rather than like a Saturday. Or the opposite way, usually on a Saturday rather than a Sunday. But Sunday curfew was in effect, and like while waiting for the bus stops, when fucking cops came by and was like, "All right, kid, you have your ID?" Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. It's like, okay, I gotta drive you home. It's like, oh fuck, come on, man. I don't. Come on. And it's just like, it was annoying because they like fucking had to ring the doorbell and wake up my mom, who was sleeping, getting ready for work. My mom was like actually laughing about it though. Like I thought she was gonna be pissed, but like she was actually laughing about it. It's like, oh my god, finally, Crash actually gets in trouble for something, finally. Kid's not out there smoking weed or trying to get beer with a fake ID, so I'll take the fact that he gets in trouble for being out after curfew on accident instead.
Like, finally, my son isn't lawful good completely.
Yeah, exactly.
Normal.
Alright. I mean, that was a cute map. I mean, I like the yeah, the Doom cute design of the map was really cool, between like the shooting range, the shooting target practice range, you know, the exploded parts of the wall, the back area where the toilet secret was. Yeah, a handful of things. Like that was a pretty cool looking map overall. Obviously, that's kind of the main drawing point of it. There's not much to write home about regarding its difficulty or challenges. It's not the point of the map, so. But yeah, it was good. Shared on Discord about that bootleg. All right, I can take a look at that later. And the other question of what do I think I would be arrested for? I don't know. At this point, political speech, but that's a different topic for another time.
I guess to add to the conversation, I was almost potentially arrested once.
Oh yeah? Tell me about it.
It was on suspicion of me being a drug dealer.
Was there fucking like a mysterious white powder flowing out of your pockets, and they had to explain to them, no, that's just dried Alfredo sauce?
No, essentially what happened, because one of the things I had to do back then, because I had to commute to go to college. So sometimes just to be like prepared, so I'm not like fucking scrambling, I'll like I would go to the station to like get a ticket just beforehand, just to like have access to like usually just be prepared for like 10 trips or whatever. And then one day when I did that, there was a disheveled guy. I don't necessarily know if he was homeless or not. He was just very disheveled, and I was trying to get the ticket from the machine. And it was like, one of these things you're kind of used to. You're just like, no, I don't have any cash on me. But he was like, no, I need a ticket to go somewhere. So I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. I guess I got fucking caught out. So I'm like, whatever. I ended up buying him a ticket. I gave him the ticket, and he took like the next train out. And then as I was walking back to I got stopped by 2 cops because they thought I gave him drugs. And the only reason I did not end up getting taken to the police precinct was because my grandfather was the one who dropped me off, because I did not have the ability to drive at that point. And basically the 2 cops, as they explained it, said I apparently matched the exact same build and clothing style as a suspected drug dealer in the area, which, like, okay.
Yeah, God forbid you help a homeless guy, or a disheveled man.
Yeah, like I said, I have no idea if the actual guy was homeless. For all I know, he could have been a fucking sting. Like, he was in on it. But, like, I also gave him a ticket, so, like, why would I get arrested for giving a guy a ticket?
Yeah, right, exactly. If a sting would have nothing on you if you just gave a guy a ticket. It's not like he, tried to get you to say, like, would you also please sell me 5 grams of cocaine? Like... Yeah.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, they ended up redoing, like, the entirety of the station now, so it's actually harder. Because I guess apparently the area that I also used to get the tickets in was also apparently a very prime spot for deals in the area. But they've redone the station since then, so, like, so that really can't happen as much, so, like, I doubt it'll happen ever again.
Yeah, still pretty
it's now reached the point where if anyone asks me for money or shit, like, I just am like, I don't want to get the cops involved.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, it's we're about 2 hours into the stream, so I don't think we have time for another map tonight.
Yeah, I was looking at the stuff you have left. I think everything else is probably gonna be a little bit too lengthy to maybe fit in another one. So
yeah, so All right, I think that's gonna do it. That's a good story to end the night on, actually.
Suspiciously cocaine-shaped ticket. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. If I just had cocaine on me, I wasn't gonna give it to him.
No, why would you just give that to the guy? Like,
it's like what? I'm just gonna give him cocaine,
especially
for
in
free?
exchange for
Come
no
on.
money. I mean, fuck, you had an NES that was probably worth more than that. Like, the joke made better sense in my head.
It's like, listen, not for nothing, but if I had drugs, I probably would have done the drugs myself.
Right,
at that point.
right. Yeah, you would have done the
It's
drugs
like,
yourself, just like you opened up the $5,000 NES box. Okay, that's where the joke was supposed to go.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like, yeah, we think you're giving him coke. It's like, officer, if I had the coke, I would have done it myself.
Okay.
Hey, you can't be arrested for dealing drugs when you're the only one doing the drugs.
Well, that's what you think. Okay,
I mean,
so
it's technically not distribution.
that's gonna do it for the night. I am very clearly out of juice. I think it also didn't help that I woke up like 6 times in the middle of my sleep last night, so that wasn't fun.
Perhaps even so.
And so yeah, thanks for coming by and enjoying more Doom community stuff. We'll be back again with it again in 2 more weeks. In the meantime, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your favorite not drug dealer, train ticket dealer. Yeah, we'll be back next week with starting Mega Man Extreme 2. We'll be finishing up Mila's story in Freedom Planet. And, you know, mark the calendars for the Ruby Spears watch party at the end of the month. And also be on the lookout as well for the make a good Mega Man OC stream coming up with me, Pig Serpent, and our friend Rowan. That should be happening sometime around the middle of the month. So.
Oh yeah, I guess to also add as a reminder, since so the rules for that are in the Discord. If you were going to send prompts, send them to me. I am the one organizing them, so DM me any of your prompts if you have any.
Yes, and but first, of course,
limitations of 3 per person currently.
Yeah,
because I got sent like 25 and 20 from some people,
and we may not get through all of them. So just know that you'll probably get at least 1 in if you submit.
Yeah, like I said, we'll see. I guess depending on how much we end up with. I'll see. Yeah, sorry we didn't get to any of yours, Chris. I will say, if it ended up landing on one of mine, I would have probably just given up my slot for to play one of Chris's maps, but it didn't work out.
Ah, and you can't show up on the next Doom stream. That does suck. I was hoping that it would have happened. Oh well. Maybe.
Well, I mean, if you want to be here if you want to be here for next community night, then we could like save your maps, and then maybe we could just push forward with either doing another one of the polls or one of mine submissions.
Yeah, or I could just kind of off schedule the Freedom Planet stuff. We could talk about it. We could talk about changing up the weeks. But yeah, with that, we're gonna leave it for tonight. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for showing up, and we'll talk to you later.
Good night, everybody.